Hey everybody, back again here for another review tonight. Tonight I will be doing the Peach Bhut Jolokia Hybrid. This was sent to me by coheed196 from the Hot Pepper forums. He does not know what this is crossed with, so it's a Peach Bhut Jolokia crossed with something. I said in my previous reviews that this looks very much like it could be crossed with a Fatale maybe. It's kind of got yellow undertones to it. It's got, while it's got the peach coloration to it, it's darker peach than the peach boots that he sent me, that he knows for certain are true peach boots. And so it's a little bit darker, and it's got more of a yellowish tint and an undertone to it. So if you ask me, I think it might be crossed with the Fatale. I have no way to confirm that, so don't take me at my word, but it's just what I think it might be crossed with. So yeah, I'm gonna give this guy a shot and see what it tastes like. Let me pop the stem off here, put the camera down, cut it open. What we got? Not very oily. Looks nice on the inside. Yeah, it's not very wet at all on the inside of it. It's got a strong smell to it. I see some oil pulled up at the very top there. You probably can't see it on the camera. I don't know if you can or not. Again, the camera doesn't focus that well, but here's what we got on the inside. Looks pretty good. Not a whole lot of seeds. I'm not going to worry about the seeds, considering this is a hybrid. Who knows what it would grow into, so I'm not interested in that. I prefer to keep the pure strains as much as possible. So we'll put it back together here and we'll give it a shot. Here we go. Different flavor. Very different flavor for me. Not exactly sure how to describe it. Somewhat fruity, but also get like a florally flavor out of it. Not really citrusy. Not much of a citrusy flavor to it. A bit fruity, a bit florally, not very sweet, not very citrusy. Very different flavor. Not necessarily a bad flavor, but it's different, and I'm not quite sure how to interpret it. So, but it's unique, a very unique flavor to it. As I was chewing it, it was already starting to get a little heat build up. So I feel it's very strange. No heat on this side of my throat, but getting pretty strong on this side of my throat. Very weird. Can't complain about the pepper. It's again, it's different. It's a very different flavor from what I'm used to. So, so it's, different can be good at times, right? So let's see. Like I said, mainly localized right here on the back of my throat. Got some on the roof of my mouth. Salivary glands are not being hit very much. It seems to me like it's going to be a fairly mild pepper. Not too hot. Maybe not even get on the level of the peach boot that I had the other night. Still building, but very, very slowly. Although if it does have any typical Bhut Jolokia traits, they do build slowly, and they build over a long period of time. We'll see how this one goes. Getting a little mucus production in the back of the throat. Nose isn't really getting stuffy. Eyes aren't really watering. Starting to get a little lip burn there. Not an unpleasant aftertaste off of this pod, so that's a good thing. I ate some butch tea pods that my brother gave me off of his plants that he grew, and his have that definite butch tea battery acid flavor to them. Very, very strong in that department. I think his have more heat than mine do. Still, for me, not nearly as hot as that one pod that I got from Butch Taylor. But I think my brothers have more heat than my pods do. So that's another take on some more Butch teas. I seem to be eating those quite a bit lately. Anyway, back on this pod. Yeah, I think where I was going with the whole Butch tea thing is that this does not have a bitter battery acid aftertaste to it. Not much of an aftertaste at all. Excuse me. Yeah, we've leveled off now, so hasn't taken too long to level off. Excuse me. Let's see. The heat really hasn't moved much. It stayed, again, nothing on this side of my throat, but right here, localized right there on my throat and on the back, on the roof of my mouth. In general, I'd say this is a very good pepper. Considering it's a hybrid, I don't really know anything about growing patterns, about the plants, how prolific it is, and even if I was to tell you what this plant was like, there's no guarantee that the plants I would grow off of these seeds would be anywhere close to it, and they'd be completely different. Who knows? That's one of the things I'm not a huge fan of hybrids for, as far as growing goes, is you don't know what you're going to get. And I'm not skilled enough to isolate and plants and do the whole genetic engineering type of thing. Not that good, at least not yet. I'd like to. It sounds like an interesting thing to do, but not anywhere close to that now. Heat's about 3/4 of the way where it was. It's dropping pretty sharply. Yeah, it's a good pod, and Vincent, again, I really appreciate you sending me all these pods. Your hot sauce is on its way. Hopefully you get it in the next day or so. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, good pepper. I guess this will bring me to my last review, which will be the Yellow Fatale. So I'll do that tomorrow, and that will be the end of the pods that I got from coheed196. So I'll see you all tomorrow when I do the Fatale, and hope you guys have a good night.